I feel like I talk with a more thicker drawl. It's like it brings it out of me or something. It's like I'm hearing myself, I'm like, really? That is thick. I can't understand half of what you're saying. Stop talking. The problem is my mouth works a lot quicker in my head, so it's like we all hear this stuff for the first time, including myself. It's just like, I just say that out loud, my goodness. We're both from Texas. I grew up in East Texas, and I should tell you this. Oh, you're not from there. You wouldn't listen to that. I guarantee it. And here's the deal. This is sort of who you get. I'm gonna explain who they invited me to the living room tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna explain this. Here's my people. My people are. This guy worked for my dad. The guy's name was Gary Mills, and he worked for my dad. When Gary wasn't, I should say, when Gary wasn't in jail, he worked for my dad. And my dad had these rental properties, and Gary would help him out, maintain them and so forth. And so I get to tag along, and I thought Gary was just it, man. I tell you, hero of mine. But he was almost genius. Is what I loved him. He was just, I mean, that's our whole people. We're almost genius. We're just, the ingenuity level is operated very high. It's amazing. Almost. For instance, well, there's this van. This is a van that Gary drove for a long time. Actually, it wasn't that long at all, but he had bought it at a pawn shop, and so it was prone to. That should have been a joke here in Buffalo. It apparently wasn't that. Did you say maybe these are my people? We just talk different. This could be the thing. Maybe that's the deal. We're at home now together. I've found you. I feel less weird suddenly. That makes me so happy. So then you know what I'm talking about. You go in the pawn shop, pay like $2, you buy a vehicle, it breaks down, you just leave it wherever it happened, and then you go back and it's like a trade-in program that we have. And so he had been into the pawn shop, purchases a van, and is, believe it or not, prone to vehicular malfunction on occasion. And so one particular time, the brake lights went out, you know. And so, being almost genius, Gary just he spray painted stop on the back of the van. It was like it seemed adequate, you know. I thought that's almost brilliant, you know. Just if you see him coming, just best pull over, just let him pass, and be on his way to safer for all of us. And so another time, his fuel gauge stopped working. I was riding in the back of the van. I was being a little kid, and I was riding in the back of the van. I was sitting on this love seat that he put back there, and my feet were propped up on this thing. And I said, Gary, what is this under my feet? And he says, oh, that's the gas tank. And I was like, man, even as a kid, I was like, usually this goes, you know, on the external part of the vehicle rather than indoors. You don't put the gas tank indoors. So I said, that doesn't make. And he says, well, my gas gauge broke. And I said, Gary, I still don't understand what you're talking. And he said, well, now all I have to do, because I moved it in here, is I just reach around and just can shake it and find out where I'm sitting. I feel almost genius. That's almost genius. It's like just he's not far. The gauge broke. Then take it out, put it indoors with it. The best time though, the one that you knew you were dealing with something special is his accelerator cable on the van broke. I don't know if you know how the vehicle works. I'm no mechanic by any stretch of imagination, but the pedal on the right is the one that is it's exactly depending on which letter it's on, it goes either forward or backwards. And well, there's a cable that goes through the dial, comes around and attaches to the accelerator arm. And so when you do that, it's pulling the dial in the gas and combustion, and things go forward, back, depending on the lever. You know, well, in a van, you know that intrusion of plastics that's between the driver and the passenger?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's the engine. No, so that's the engine, right? You're separated from a combustion engine, but mere plastics. And so I don't know whose idea that was, but Gary, it broke, and so Gary drilled a hole in the plastic engine cover, and then took a rope and tied it to the accelerator arm, and then you can just pull it. It's like, I got that. That is almost genius, man. But it does not stop there, the ingenuity. He then cut a little slit down from the hole, and then tied knots at different speed increments. Cruise control. It's like, you want 30, I got 30. It's like, that's not number 3. I'm just saying, we're in the living room, and I just want you to know who's in your home. That's all.
We're sure to lock up after we leave.
Oh man, Seth's not too far. He grew up not too far from me. It's about the same experience. And, well, we should sing again, I guess. That's a great segue. Thank you.